We had a pretty big blow up. Well, we decided that we would set rules. Rule number one, and we still live by it today, we do not allow the volume to go past 5.
Wow.
So we don't go up to 6 or 7, it stays right at 5.
Yeah.
All right, and then we also decided that we would never call each other out of their names.
Yeah.
So she won't talk about the size of my head and, you know, and I won't call her this, that, or the other. And then we also decided rule number 3 was that whenever we have a conflict, that we would never involve each other's family. So I won't say anything about her mom. She won't say anything about my family. And after 30 years, we're still living by those rules of conflict. Because for us, you know, it's not about winning. Argument should not be about winning. You know, it should be about being in God's will.
Well,
and so that's the key to our arguments.
Yeah, I feel, yeah. With the biggest thing with us is that whenever we have an argument, I never bring up something that happened from the previous argument because obviously I forget.
You don't.
I don't, because it just comes in and out and,
But that's really the great thing about her. That's one of the reasons why I married her. Because even when we have a conflict, it's like when we get past it, she's past it.
When I forgive you,
it never comes
it's
back
done.
up.
And when I forgive you, it's totally forgotten.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. It's over with.
A lot of people would do well to service that. If you're going to keep bringing up the past, then you didn't forget it, and you didn't forgive it.
That's right.
So now, obviously, still a problem is, so you're supposed to forgive and forget.
Can I say one more thing, though?
Yes.
The best thing about arguing, though, is making up. And when we make up, it's a good thing.
Now, Paula, let me ask you guys, how do you all handle it?
In the beginning of our marriage, about after 2 years, it was blissful for the first couple of years. We didn't know how much we were going to argue. And we moved to New York City. There was this morning that we had the very first explosive fight of our marriage, and I said, "You are a lousy husband." And he looked at me, and his face just like totally went blank, and and when normally we would walk to work together, he left and slammed the door. It's like we were in this walk up, and it just slammed the whole building when he slammed the door and left. So I left about 10 minutes later. But right about that time, everybody started running across the street and screaming. And I looked up, and I looked up just after the plane flew into the first tower.
Oh, wow.
And my husband was going downtown into the World Trade Center.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so I lived with that for about 4 or 5 hours. Is that going to be the last thing that I said to him?
Wow.
Yeah.
And after that, we've had some ugly fights because they happen.
Yeah.
Right? But after that, we knew we need language. We need a way to disagree with each other. We need a way to get on the same plane and to never say something and leave or go to bed with that type of anger that you're going to regret.
Well, and then also because what she said to me right after that, I get to downtown, the first plane hits, and I'm thinking, well, you know, I'm a lousy husband. She doesn't really need to know that I'm okay right now. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Call her right away.
Yeah, call her right away.
That's right.
You know, man, what I've gathered from this question right here is really, I'm the one at the argument where my voice go up first. I'm first, and Marjorie will go, wait, excuse me. Why you raising your voice at me? And then I got to Harold and Punk down. I got to Harold because if I keep this tone at this level up here, her comebacks be, you know. Because she just give me the silent treatment. I can't stand that. She walk around the house for 4 hours and I be in.
That's the worst.
The silent treatment is the worst.
That's the worst.
Ain't it, fellas?
It's the worst.
Man, when your wife ain't speaking to you, hey, man, dog, you be sitting up, man, and I always ease on in there, baby. Okay, let me tell you what I was trying to say. It's hard to get words back.
Yes, it is.
Steve, we've been married a long time, but our agreement is we'll never go to bed mad.
That's right.
We work it out.
Go to bed mad.
Give each other a good night kiss, which we do every night, and it's worked.
See, that's a good one now.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something. Fellas, Try to live by that don't go to bed mad, because I got news for you. If you go to bed mad, you gonna wake up and be okay. When she wake up, she madder than she was last night, because she done thought of some more stuff in her sleep. You in a world of trouble, man. What's the biggest mistake that most people make before they say I do?
I got this one.
Caprice and Ronald?
A lot of people say I do, but what they really mean is I'll try. Ooh. See, I do means I'm doing, I'm going to do, and there's no excuse, no back door, and that's what we talked about before. I said, we're not ever going to say divorce, we're never saying split up, we're never saying, separation. I don't get that. When you say you do to me, you're going to do it.
And whatever you say I do too is what you do too. So you got to make sure you say I do to something that, you can live with.
Thinking that you can change somebody, thinking that you can change them, they'll change, things will get better. You can't go in with an agenda.
Oh, no.
Right?
Go ahead.
And, I think one of the big mistakes that a lot of people make is before they get married, they don't get a full disclosure. I think before you get married, you ought to put everything on the table. No secrets. Let them know your credit report. Let them know everything, who you slept with, if it's somebody close to them.
Yeah.
Let them know. I mean, no secrets, because that can ruin the marriage. Now, we've been married for 30 years, and I've seen people, they never get to this point here because something pop up in year number 10 that a person did not know, and if they had known before, they would not have never said I do. They would have said I don't. And so it's best to let everything out before you say I do. And if they can marry you with all of your garbage, then it's going to be okay.
Right. I can see that.
But Steve, I've been married almost 49 years, and we still are finding common ground, if we can find it. And we very seldom ever argue about anything. But I know she's trained me well, or what, but we just don't have any conflicts.
Our biggest argument is over the dishwasher. This man has always helped me so much in the house. And he helps me unload the dishwasher if he's handy. And then he'll load the dishwasher. And it's like he's never seen the dishwasher before. There's a right way and a wrong way to load the dishwasher. It's my way, and it's the right way. Trust me. I can come to your house and teach you.
Paula and Nathaniel, what is the biggest mistake you think people make before they get married?
You have to say what you want before you get married. I think the biggest mistake that a lot of couples have is that they keep some of that bottled up inside, or they think like, yeah, when that comes, it'll all work out. It'll all work out when we have kids. It'll all work out when, like our finances are going to come together, and that's just all going to work out.
Yeah.
I think also just like acknowledging your own individual fears as far as like, okay, what if this doesn't happen? How are we going to pivot? How are we going to move forward and go past this? And I think you have to be, aware of like the hopes and the dreams, but also in your spouse, like what they're dealing with. And I think that's comes from really digging in and being honest, like we've talked about, like up front, like saying like, no, this is what I'm dealing with as far as, finances or career hopes.
That's when I hear them saying that, because now you get it, because I was counseling this young kid that works for me, and he's in a relationship, a horrible relationship. And I just sat him down one day and I said, a minister told me this one day. He said, listen to me, when you get married, the only thing that changes the day after you get married is the appearance of your left hand third finger. People keep thinking if they get married, this solves the problem. If y'all been arguing the whole time, when you get married, you finna be arguing the whole time. Nothing changes after you get married. So if you don't solve this problem, if you don't get it out in the open, if you don't discuss it, man, you're in a world of trouble.
Then you have to understand, too, that when you're dating someone, you're really dating, we often talk about, you're dating their representative. You're dating you know,
Yeah.
the perfect person. They're going to give you all of the good stuff. But when you find we call them red flags. When you see the red flags, don't let them add up.
Yeah.
And it's not going to change.
It's not.
You can't raise a person. We often counsel couples and we tell them, you know what? When you date a person, we tell the singles, when you date someone, you're just dating their representative. You're
And
not
if the
dating who they
representative
Right.
is a bad person,
Right. Come on.
oh my God,
Yeah.
when you get married, you know who you finna be married to? Hey man, do you know what it's like to marry the wrong person?
Yes.
There's a scripture that says it's better to live on the corner of the rooftop than in the house with a quarrelsome woman. Dog, you'd rather be outside just catching hell on the roof
Yeah.
in the corner than be in there.
And that's why I feel like being friends up front, having that person see your authentic self
right.
without any obligations or strings attached is the best way. You know, they should know how you look without makeup on or whatever. I remember him when we were friends.
After 7 months.
Yeah, I remember.
A lot of times we put so much emphasis on attraction.
Yes.
And the truth of the matter is, everybody that you are attracted to, you're not compatible with.
Yep. That's true.
And so, you know, you might be attracted to the way they look, but that don't mean you can live with them.
Man, I'm telling you, man, everybody you attracted to,